This is our Freddie Fox bag. He's from our Freddie Fox collection, and he's a great little felted backpack. He's got a little magnetic catch underneath his nose, and inside you can put all your little bits and pieces. And he's great for a little genie to take to school for a lunch bag, or with some pens and pencils or whatever. He looks a little complicated to create. You think, oh gosh, felted, how do we do that? But actually he's remarkably simple, and this is just a quick little video to show you how simple he actually is. So there he is, all finished and ready to go. So I'm going to show you some of the bits that we've knitted to make him up. So here we have, this is the front of the fox bag. So we've got, it's just really a triangular shaped piece, and you can see there's the central bit. That's done with a different colour, and it's just worked in a technique. It's called intarsia, but really all it means is that you just wrap the yarn around at the back when you change colour. So we've got the one piece for the front, and then the back piece is knitted. It's the same shape. So here you've got, there's the back. This garter stitch rib just matches up with this side, and then this is his face that would flap down, and you can see it's just knitted to the shape there, and we've got the little black on the end of his nose. So if I show you the bag, here you can see, so there's the face there, and you've got the front with the white piece, and the back that's just plain orange. We've also got to knit some ears, and we've got to knit some I-cords to make the straps. So I'm just going to show you now how to knit an I-cord. We've got one here already. This is one we did earlier, and it's a 6-stitch I-cord. So that's 6 stitches, and then they're joined together to make a tube. So I'm just going to show you how you can do that. Let's move all these things to one side. You will need either a circular needle or a double pointed needle to do an I-cord. You can't do this on straight needles because you do need to use both ends of your needle. That's the only trick to it, so just get yourself a double pointed needle or a circular. They're very easily and readily available these days. So I'm just going to put a slip knot in there. We'll put that onto our needle. Tighten it up a bit, and I'm going to cast on 6 stitches for this I-cord. That makes a nice chunky I-cord. You could do it with 4, but 6 works very nicely for these straps. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and any kind of cast on will work for this. It doesn't need to be anything in particular. So I've got 6 stitches, so what I'm going to do is just slide them all the way to the other end of the needle. And then here's my working yarn. So you can see that's now coming off the wrong end of the stitches. If we were going to knit normally, the working tail would come off this end. But I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to pass it behind my knitting and then simply work it again. So we knit the first stitch here. When you put your needle in for the second stitch, just snug it up slightly. It's 2, 3, 4. My last 2 stitches got a bit snugged up there. Let's get that in. That's 5 and 6. First row always a little bit tight and tricksy, but not a problem. Straighten that out. So there we go, that's your first row done. So we're just going to do that again. We're going to slide all the way to the other end, and now you see again my tail is coming off the far end of my knitting. So I'm going to do another row, just pulling it through the back. Give it just a little snug on the second stitch. Okay. Now, when you start these, it does take a few rows before you can really see the I-cord coming. It all looks a bit stretched out when you knit these first few rows. So really don't panic. I'm just straightening that out. You can start to see there's a bit of a tube coming at the front, but we'll do this a few more times and you can see it gets a bit more obvious. So 1, snug it up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll have a look at the back this time. So pull it down just so we can see. And here I'm going to turn it round. There you can see. Can you see that you're starting to get the I cord there at the back? That's actually starting to join up and make a little tube. And that is how you make an I cord. You just keep going. Slide it to the other end of the needle and knit another row. And that's all there is to it. Keep going until you've done the length that you want. There we go.